To enable taxes in Woocommerce and start charging customers taxes, do the following. Make sure you're logged into WordPress and make sure you have Woocommerce installed. Click on Woocommerce and then click on Settings. Under the General tab, scroll down and choose this option, Enable Tax Rates and Calculations, and then click Save Changes. You'll then see that the Tax tab becomes available. Click on it. We'll then cover these tax options here. So you have the option to enter prices with tax or without. We're just going to choose no, but you could choose to enter prices inclusive of tax. You've also got the option to calculate tax based on different options there. You choose what's best for you. You've also got shipping tax class options. So you could have shipping tax class based on cart items, or you could choose one of these for all shipping. You can add additional tax classes, which we'll cover up here. You can also display prices in the shop excluding tax or including, and you can do the same for the cart and the checkout. When you're happy, click Save Changes and the changes will be live on the website. Up at the top, you've got different options, standard rates, reduced rates, zero rates, and these are tax classes. Standard rates are the default tax rates that would be used. So if you don't select any options against the product, it'll pick up these standard rates. Reduced rates can be stuff like baby's clothes and it's just a reduced rate of tax. And zero rates can be stuff like medicine, where there's a 0% tax on it. It's possible to assign these different tax rates, tax classes, to particular products. So you can go to products and then under product data on the general tab, you can basically choose the tax class. You could flick between those different options and apply different tax classes to the products. We'll now click on the standard rates tab and we'll start adding in some tax rates. So to start adding in tax rates, click on Insert Row and you can enter a country code. You can also click on that list to find a country code. So I'm just going to type in US for the United States. And I'm going to add a 6% sales tax in. I'm going to call it all other states sales tax. We're going to give it a priority of 1. I'll explain priorities as we work through the examples, and I'm going to click Save Changes. I'll head over to the cart and I'll refresh. And as you can see, there's the sales tax is applied there. If I go back into Woocommerce and I choose to insert another row, I'll choose to add a country code in this row of the US again. Against the state, I'll add it in for California and I'll apply a 7% sales tax rate. I'll give it a tax name. So it'll be CA sales tax. We'll leave the priority as 1. You can choose to charge taxes on shipping or not by having it ticked or unticked, and then I'll click on Save Changes and I'll go to the cart, and what I'll do is I'll change the state from Arizona and I'll put it to California. I'll click on Check Delivery and as you can see it went from $198 and applies the CA sales tax of $231. If we go back into the store, we'll choose to insert another row. Again, we'll do it for the US. We'll do it for California and we'll add a zip code in of 90210 and we'll just add an asterisk so it does the rest of the zip code on there, and we'll add a percentage of 2% and we'll just call it Beverly Hills sales tax, and on here we'll give it a priority of 2 and we'll click Save Changes and we'll show this example in the cart. So if I just refresh the screen, you'll see that it applies a California sales tax of $231 and then it does a Beverly Hills sales tax as well. So as you can see, the priority that we picked for California first and then doing the Beverly Hills sales tax after, it does it in order of priority from 1 on California there to 2 against Beverly Hills. One other thing you can do is you can compound the tax if that's a requirement that you need. So against the relevant tax rate, you could choose, for example, to choose compound here and click Save Changes. And then when you go to the cart and you refresh, you should see that the Beverly Hills rate becomes higher because the CA tax is applied first on the car and then the BH sales tax is applied on top of that. So if I just refresh, as you can see, it goes up. But if you don't need to compound taxes, you can turn it off like that and click Save Changes.